Sing story.
That's what we
How many syllables was that? Anyway, so that's besides the fact. Besides the point.
We're doing 3 short stories.
Yeah, we're gonna do 3 stories. Okay, so this is our second time filming this because we did it like
we were
2
like
minutes ago.
drinking and eating
the whole time we were eating barbecue chips and popcorn, and we kept getting up and we just kept telling a million stories. I think we just like told 8 stories each.
Because like,
and the video ended up stopped recording, and I don't even know when it stopped recording, so I was like, okay, after this, and then we just deleted it and started it.
And now we're just starting it again.
First story is I was at Menchie's, and this was in December.
All over again.
2013. I know we have to tell the stories all over again. This was in December 2013, and then I got my Menchie's.
Tell the Menchie's.
Don't spoil it. I got all my yogurt, got all my toppings, blah blah blah. So then I was holding my Menchie's, and I was also holding my wallet trying to get my Smiley points card up, because then like I don't know, I just got points. And then I dropped my Menchie's, and I was like, oh, no big deal.
No big deal.
And then why are we holding hands?
I don't know.
So I dropped my Menchie's, and I was like, okay, that's okay. So I picked it up, and then like all the stuff just came like falling out. And I was like, oh my god, and like the whole place, cause like
I just wasted 5 minutes trying to put yogurt in a cup and some food and like.
And then I dropped it, yeah, and then everyone was like, oh, do it if you ready. 1, 2,
I hate when people do that.
1, 2, 3. That was literally the whole Menchie's and all of the workers, and I was like, oh my god, like,
you gotta like use
it's an accident. It was an accident. Like, I didn't obviously
drop it on purpose.
Get all the stuff at Menchie's that I love and then drop it. The workers were like, oh my god, get away from it, get away from it, get them off, you do this, and I'm like, holy shit. And it was
like
one of a couple of Menchie's that fell. And like one girl's like, hey, move away from it, and I was like, can I get another one? She's like, I guess, and they were all like mad at me, and I'm like, okay, like.
Is that how you ended it?
And so
she got her Menchie's.
It ended into a good story. I just got my Menchie's again, ate it in peace. But even while I ate it, I still felt people staring at me because of the one little mistake I made. Like, God.
People make mistakes. Get over it.
Exactly.
Mine is, I was in Walmart. I was 14 years old. 2013. Yes, last year. And I went there with my mother. And I usually like separate from her because, you know, I went to the electronics because like I went to go find music and everything. And I actually went to go beg my mom to get me the 5 Sauce CD, but it's no big deal. And she's like, oh yeah, go ahead. I'll be where the bread is. You know how mothers are.
Yeah.
And so I couldn't find her because I didn't feel like carrying the CD around. So I went to the bread and I didn't know where she was. And I checked up and down the aisles and I was just like, where is she? So I decided like, oh, maybe she's like in the clothes section. So I went to the clothes section and she wasn't there. And I could see her mouth moving from my, whatever this vision's called. So I went to the dressing. There's no employee working at that little booth thing.
Change room,
yeah. And so I went in there and to tell you the truth, I started hyperventilating.
And she was like,
I don't hyperventilate like that. And
you're like, oh my god, Mom!
No. And I started crying. And so the lady, she was so rude to me, man.
Just like the people at Menchie's, I bet it's the same girl.
Probably, oh my gosh, she was probably like, I actually like it better this way. And she's like, what, you need to get out and everything, because people need to change and like shit. And so like, and then I found someone else. And they got called to cashier duty. And so they handed me off to a random stranger. And it turns out that my mother left and went home. And she came back for me like an hour later.
And she got mad at you.
And she got mad at me for not staying with her. And I was like, I'm sorry.
So my next story is I was at the grocery store because I feel like everyone has some kind of horror story at grocery store. Okay, I wasn't like lost at the grocery store, but my family was there and I was like there, and then there's like these little like gushy things that come in they come in like a box, like a granola bar type of box, and they're in like little bags and you just open it. It's like little gushies, they have like Princess, Scooby-Doo, whatever. That's besides the point, not fact. And so I was like, hey Dad, can we get these? And then I put them in the grocery cart, and then my family starts laughing and I'm like, what are you laughing at? And I look up and it's not my dad, and I was like, oh shit. I was like 6 at the time, so I mean it's not like, oh my god, like what are you doing, kid? It's like more like, oh, that was so cute.
I think it was for March break, and This is really not that embarrassing. Well, actually, yeah.
Well, awkward.
Yeah.
Still kind of like embarrassing, so.
Because people were looking at me still. I was like 10 years old, and I was in line at a grocery store with my 2 brothers and my dad. A man in front of us, he's like around 50, but he, you know, and he's creepy looking. Not saying that all Americans are creepy, but he just.
A lot of them are.
Rosie, no.
Yeah.
Most Americans are nice.
Oh, I thought you said You said Americans? Oh, I thought you meant old men.
I said not all Americans are creepy looking.
Oh, I thought you said not all old men, and I was like, yeah, most of them are.
Oh, okay. Well, not all American. This guy was like, he had like the long beard, like the scoffy face, and like the long hair.
Gray hair
And oh, it was like, ew, don't even get me started with the teeth. Like, of that man. Ugh. Okay, so.
And it's not just because he was American, obviously, it's just because some old men are just really creepy looking no matter where they're from.
Like Canadians, like.
Yeah, we have some scary Canadians.
Like
that
this
I've
one.
seen in my lifetime.
I was standing in line, and it went me, my brother, Christian, then Nathan was sitting beside him, I don't really care what he was doing, and then my dad was behind us. And so the man turned around, it was just like, I missed this part in the first one. He was like, oh, you guys can go in front of us, and he looked at me, he's like, and I was holding something because I was getting a drink. Arizona, and I went down, and I was like, no, and my dad was like, no, it's fine, you were there first. Like, we only have like 4 drinks. Why did we go to the grocery store? I don't know. And he was just like, no, it's fine. You and your girlfriend can go up. And I was 10. And it was,
Oh, right.
and and then my dad was like, what? She's my daughter. And he's just like, really? She looks 18. And I was just like, and then all the other people just looked at me, and I was just like,
Like this?
no, like they were just like
this?
yeah, like that. But they didn't do that mouth thing.
No, just like.
And then I was just like, oh, so I kind of moved back to my dad because I was scared like he was gonna try to take me. So I get petrified though, like when that happens, like I get so scared.
This is my last one. This is probably the longest one. So, Olivia and I, which is our friend, she was in our 3-day whisper challenge. So, I was at school, grade 9, during lunch, and my friend Hannah has like had her locker down the hall, and then like I was like looking like.
Was she upstairs actually?
I was like looking like that, like to see like if she was down at her locker, because I was like behind a wall, whatever. And then because whenever Hannah would be down at her locker, Olivia and I would just go put like random shit in her locker, like garbage and stuff. So I'd collect people's garbage at our table, like in our group of friends, and I had a Ziploc bag with orange peels in it and like a bunch of these kind of juice boxes.
That she would always give to me when she couldn't finish.
Yeah. And then I was waiting for Hannah to be done, and then I saw someone coming, and I thought it was, oh my god, Hannah's coming, she obviously is on to us, blah, 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 blah. So then, like, someone's coming, and I hide the Ziploc bag over my face, trying to, like, not prank Hannah, but just trying to confuse Hannah, I don't know. And it turns out it wasn't Hannah, so I'm standing there with a Ziploc bag over my face with orange peels and juice boxes and granola bar wrappers on my face, and then the girl's just like,
what the fuck?
Yeah, pretty much, and I'm like, awkward. That is so awkward. And the girl's just like, like a nervous little laugh, and I'm like, yeah, just go.
But Rosie, Olivia, and I, it was lunchtime, grade 9, and
I think we did mention it before.
And we were taking a selfie, and like it was the 3 of us, so we were holding it up.
And we were like in the main part of the school.
It was like a lot of people foyer. It was the foyer, yeah. Like where we go for like lunch and to line up at the doors to get in.
Yeah, there was a lot of people there.
And like
it was
like the grade 9 and 10.
Yeah.
And then we were holding it up like this, and we were taking a selfie, like a 3-way selfie. And then a guy, grade 10, was just like, selfie, selfie, selfie. And he actually had his camera out and started taking pictures of us.
We didn't realize that the whole group was staring at us while we were taking pictures.
And they were laughing at us.
And then the guy comes in and he's like, hey, can we take a selfie? And like, pushes into us.
Even when, like, we were walking back, you flip it to, like, the front the back camera and take pictures of
like,
us.
oh my god. So he's like, let's take pictures, and then the whole
like, everybody
group
was
is
just
laughing at us, and we're like,
looking
oh
at
my
us.
god.
Like that was the
So we just like ran away.
most embarrassing thing that has ever
Yeah, and everyone
happened.
was like, oh my god, I can't believe that just happened to you. And we're like, okay, like,
It's like
we're
not
already
that big
embarrassed about
deal,
it.
like-
It's not making it any better with you saying, oh my god, I can't believe that
And then
happened.
we kind of just laughed it off because it was
Yeah,
funny.
we did laugh. Like, it was.
And now we
pretty
pass him in the halls like every day.
Yeah, and it's like, that's, and when we're with each other, we're like, yeah, he was the one who took the selfie with us. So.
Yeah, so like, and then everybody just
And
points
it's
him
well
out.
in our grades brother. Which
Yeah,
is
and
even
everybody-
more. So that was it for our embarrassing stories
Hope you
videos
liked it.
/ awkward stories videos. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up.
Thumbs
If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more. Please subscribe. And if you have any video requests, please comment them because we do run out of some ideas.
And if any of you comment the Chubby Bunny Challenge, I don't feel like choking and dying.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that.
We're not doing like the cinnamon challenge because I don't like
We're
cinnamon.
not doing any of those like dangerous.
I don't like cinnamon.
challenges.
Like if you
But
guys
we're
want
gonna
to jump
we
off
want
a
to do
roof,
the
I would.
smoothie challenge soon, so we might do that.
Smoothie.
When you like
Fuck
have to
no.
even though if you saw 2 Truths One Lie video, she kind of already had to do that. But anyways, that's besides the point. Which that's when you like say or phrase. But anyways, bye. Bye.